cooking bloke. Right, first and foremost, we need blood. We need beasts. We need animals. Dripping blood. So what I'm going to do with that blood is pour it in there and just imagine it's adrenochrome. Right, so what have we got? We've got hillbilly shit. We've got Newcastle Brown. We're gonna have ingredient, which is sirloin beef, whole black peppercorns, mixed herbs, chicken stock, onion, butter squash, mushrooms, tomato. I just one tomato, a whole clove, what do you call that? An onion and garlic, mushrooms, and potatoes, which are actually already being boiled. Now, what I always do is I've got a slow cooker, but I don't use that. I like chunky carrots, so cut these carrots, and because I work with a lot of efficiency, then I cut all these vegetables in multiples, so there's no messing around. Now, got an amount of those. I think I'll do one more carrot. Not washed, they've already been washed. They're going to be boiled in any case, so they're going to get washed again. And I like to keep them nice and chunky because I'm going to make something chunky. Now, I've got boiling water. Bung that on to boil. Put a couple of lids on them. Now, I have a slow cooker, but I don't want to mess around slow cooking. When I cook super fast and efficient, and there's no requirement for me to cook anything slow, like prepare it and put it on a slow cook all day, and then when I come back from work, it's ready. No, it's going to be ready in half an hour's time. So this butter squash thing is like a Swede. It's pretty good, and we're gonna get this stuff out of the centre. Look, some things are a little bit satisfying when you do it. It's like making craft. You cut the centre out of this. Ooh, you pop it out and you got that pretty little shape. Right. And so then let's see how much that garbage. I need another slice of that, I think. Put that over there. For efficiency, cut this over the bin. Right. Am I going to skin this? Yeah, probably. A little bit tough it might be. Now, previously when I've done all this stuff, I've cut out the tedium of all this preparation, but some people like it. They find it therapeutic, and so I thought, well, this time I'll include it, and that way people can either watch it or they can just see what ingredient is going in to this dish and then tune in at the end Now these butter squash things are really pretty tasty and sweet and cool. And so again, for efficiency, I'm going to mess around, you know, cutting one. I'm going to cut it like this, and then I'm going to cut it like that. And so then I've got these pieces, and then I can just cut these, the biggest ones. Now, I'll keep some unusual shapes, and I think they'll be cool. And so I'm going to bung those in the pot in a minute. This one here. Mama at me. Right, so first and foremost, what I must do now is I've got to get the onions on the go. Turn those down over there. And get this going. Got this blood in it, so I've got to be. In actual fact, I've got to pour the blood back on here, because otherwise that's going to burn. Because what I'm going to do now, I'm going to cut the onions in that olive oil. Onion and garlic. And so let me just put them there. Get the onion. I'm going to use a whole onion. Get plenty of onion. Down there. Okay, get that in the olive oil. Garlic. Now the thing is about this garlic, it's a little bit fiddly because we've got to top and tail them, and then peel the fiddly skin off. Which is a bit time consuming. So when you get people singing about Jesus, I mean they sing with passion and I suppose they feel loving and all that, and so you get the best of the human being. And what are they really singing about? They're singing about hope. They're singing about, please, you know, let my life be good. Don't let me suffer. Oh Lord, oh powerful one. You know, I love you, so can you love me? And if I love you, will you protect me? So we got all that stuff going on. Wow! Now, what's happened with these onions because I put that blood in, the blood's burnt on the bottom, you see. So when I have fried these onions, I'm gonna transfer those onions into another pan. Just clean that pan a little bit so we don't get that burning, sticking stuff going on, because it's never going to go away. It's going to stay stuck on the bottom of the pan and encourage other things to stick on the bottom of the pan, and so I don't want that to happen. You better take Jesus with you. Now then, I like chunky garlic, so this is basically all I'm going to do. Keep it nice and chunky. And I would even go as far, and put that in the onions now, I'd even go as far as put another one then in. Woo! Well, you can't see, but you can hear, can't you? Yeah, I mean, that's alright. I'm going to transfer them now. Because that burning is making the kitchen stink. So you see just how a little mistake can start to mess things up. So you're going to have to get a clean out a little bit. Okay, we're good to go again. Good to go. So now I'm going to put them back in there. And don't leave them on the heat just yet. Let's get rid of this. Celery. Chicken stock. Yeah. And then I've got another couple of chicken stock for the grease and the fat and the tastiness. And so I'm gonna put them in the pan. Oh, then that's down there. And you see in there we got some bone marrow bits. I'm going to get them in. And then come up this stock. Put them in there like that. Then I'm going to put a good dosing of black peppercorns, like that. Very nice and tasty and spicy. Then with the mixed herb, I think about like that. Always on the cautious side at the beginning, so I don't go and ruin anything. And so now, going to pour the blood in. Just going to pour that in. All that iron and vitamins. Then I'm putting all the fat in as well, because the fat is going to end up very soft and palatable and tasty in any case. Oh my God, you know, I could never live without meat. Gotta have meat. Just gotta have it. It's in my blood, man. It's in my genetics. Some of you people may be vegans or vegetarian, and I think the chances are you'd be very effeminate. You wouldn't have much testosterone. You wouldn't be a fighter. You wouldn't have a great deal of oomph about you. You'd be pretty placid. You're the sort of person that can be pushed around. Because anybody that eats meat ain't getting pushed around. That's one thing for sure. You just ain't happening. Too much testosterone. And so you tell me if you think I'm wrong. If you are vegetarian and then you're a cage fighter, or you're at the gym pumping iron like a beast every day, well, I'll eat my hands. I don't think it's going to happen though. So while that's doing that, I'm going to whack a few fungi in. Beef and mushrooms. And again, I'm not washing everything. It's kind of like, you know, we need to have some of this bacteria. If we wash everything so it's so clinically clean, we encourage sterility. We become sterile inside. We've got no defences. We've got to keep our defences up. We've got to feed our body with the things that potentially could be bad for us, so it recognises them. And most of the sicknesses probably these days is because of our clinical cleanliness. And we're cleaning everything, we're scrubbing everything, we're peeling everything. For fuck's sake. Look, bit of mould there, go on, get it in the pot. Bit of mould, good for you. Now I would put more tomatoes in, but I don't have any. But I use what I've got. And I put these squash things in now. And just give the hands a swirl and I'll show you what's going on. Doodaloo, doodaloo, doo. Right. Okay, so we're looking like we've got a decent stew in the making there, don't we? Now, I'm going to check these potatoes. Yeah, potatoes are done. Take those off. But the potatoes I'll just turn in at the end. Carrots, they're almost done, so I'm going to drain those off and turn those in now, because I've still got a little bit of cooking to do. So put that colour in. And what we've got's going on here, we'll turn that one off. That's the only one going on. So, we've got that there. That is looking pretty decent if you ask me. And I'm going to put some chickpeas in there. Ah, damn, I got the chickpeas. Now, I specifically wanted chickpeas. I've got butter beans, no, they're too mushy. Chickpeas stay firm, they add a little bit of firmness and character to it. So I'm going to have to go to the shop and get those. I've got mushrooms, I've got carrots, I've got squash, I've got potatoes, chickpeas in there. Let me see how that's going. Let's see what's going on here. Ah! Whoa! Yeah. Now we're talking. Now, one thing that I'll probably do, I'll put some chicken gravy granules in there just to give it a little bit more consistency rather than watery, yeah? So, got some chicken. Go on. A bit more stock, a bit more body to it. And I'll leave that, all the blood to come out and the taste from the mushrooms and everything else. Gonna leave that on a low light for half an hour. And then I'll come back to assess the taste, to see if it needs a bit of salt, a bit more pepper, another chicken stock cube. I have been known to even tip a tin of tomatoes in there as well. Chopped tomatoes, beef, mushrooms and all those things. It goes pretty well sometimes. What sort of a meal does that make? Is that kind of like a stroganoff when you got tomato in it? But the last one I made, those of you that remember that was absolutely gorgeous. Very tasty with the herbs and the chicken fat and stock and all that. So I don't want to go and spoil it. I don't think I will introduce tomato into it. So, I mean, the other thing I could do is I could whack a couple or 3 strips of bacon in there. I think that might be a thing. So I'll think about that between now going to the shop and back, whether I'm going to do that. But I think that will add to the smoky, salty, fatty taste of it. Might be a good addition. So I'll be back.